Hello everyone! I know this video is so long overdue. I've been meaning to film it for so long. It has been highly requested by my fellow Dumbos to do some more hairstyles for big ears. So I'm just going to talk through the hairstyles as I'm doing them. I was going to pass it over to do like a voiceover kind of thing, but I don't know, it's been so long since I filmed. I kind of want to like chat with you guys a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to be like chatting about my life or anything, but I don't know, I'm in a chatty mood. I want to like talk you guys through what I'm doing. So that's what we're going to do today. Shift my attention this way because my mirror is set up here. What I'm going to be doing is just taking a mohawk section and I'm going to line it up with my pupils. Take my comb to do that so I can get a nice straight parting. We're going to do the same thing on this side, lining up with this pupil. So you have this nice thin mohawk section, so you still have plenty of hair on both sides of your head in order to hide your ears. You can curl it a little bit more too if your hair is a little bit thinner than mine, just to make sure that you get that coverage. We are just going to do 3 tight little buns up here, so we're gonna have like a mohawk bun situation. It's been an idea I've had for a little while, so hopefully it turns out like I'm imagining in my head. The first thing I need to do is section my hair into 3 sections. I think right about there is even. If it's not, no big deal. Section them out from each other. I'm going to start with the one in the very back, tease the base of it so that the bun can have a good foundation to hold on to. And then we're just going to gently wrap this hair completely around it. Use a bobby pin to tuck that strand into the bottom of the bun. Hold it in place. We're just going to do that to the second one as well, same exact way. It is going to be a little bit harder to wrap around since we have another bun directly behind it. And then also make sure you're not doing it too far forward, like we need room for that third bun. So this one I don't want the tease to be showing too much from the front, so I am going to just barely tease it in the back, just like we did the other ones, but even less on this one. Twist it around. You might have to like hold your fingers in the middle of your bun too to make it a little bit easier to twist. That is definitely like on my forehead, but I'm gonna pin it so that it's not, because right now it's looking a little chopped unicorn horn. So I'm gonna try to push these buns back as far as I can and then pin this guy in place, but through like the middle of the bun. My vision was to have just kind of 3 little buns, more like this front one, not necessarily as big and pulled out as these guys are. Usually we're trying to make the illusion that they're bigger, right? But this time I want to make them a little bit smaller, so I'm just going to put a couple extra bobby pins to pin them down. There we go. I want this to be like interesting but wearable, so I don't want my buns to be like sky high. And I wanted to demonstrate for you guys too, if you don't have a lot of hair on the sides of your head, you can just tease the sides a little bit. Just a tiny bit though, and then I'll run it over the top just to make sure that tease doesn't show through. I actually do prefer the little bit flatter side. I don't know, it makes the buns just stand out that much more, and that's really the focus. Okay, this pink tail though, bobby pin that down. I'm just gonna go ahead and comb that tease out, but I did want to show you guys. So I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea. I think it's worth a shot if you wanted to try something different. I don't know if I'll ever wear this again, but honestly, I might do it for the gram. So this is going to transition pretty well into the next hairstyle I've been thinking of. Let me get all these buns out first and then we can continue. I'm sitting on my foot and that's not smart. So once your crown section is all teased, you know, I did all the work in my last hairstyle, so if you need to tease your crown section, go ahead and do that. We're just going to take random locks of hair, a piece like this, and you're just going to lift it up slightly and pin it here. You're basically just like bumping up a piece of hair, moving it slightly and pinning it. Preferably hair that's already kind of locking together, so this section is good. About there. And pin that. This like waterfall effect of hair being like bunched up. That's kind of what we need to hide our big ears, so it works out. So I will go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Take this section, bump it up a little bit, and pin it. Take the next crown section, pull it up, and pin it. It's so easy. The last one. That is literally the easiest hairstyle of all time. It took like 2 seconds because after it's curled, it's really easy to just take pieces and pin them and it's gonna look good no matter what. So this next one is going to be an updo. I am going to do the tie trick on this side that I've shown in a couple of my videos, getting this whole top section out of the way first. You're just taking this section right in front of your ear try to figure out exactly what position it needs to lay in order for it to securely hold your ear down. So for me, it needs to go slightly at a downward angle right about here. That's where I'm going to grab the section of my hair that I need to connect this to. And then once I have that knot secured there, my ear is going to just be pinned down with my hair. So I'm going to take a little tiny rubber band to go ahead and tie these two pieces together. Now when I pull all of my hair back into the low messy bun, I don't have to worry about this ear kind of poking out through my hair. On this side though, I'm going to just section out the very front part of my fringe. Pin this over here out of the way. I'm taking probably about half of my crown section. You're just gonna French fishtail about to your temple, I would say, and then you can start regular fishtailing. This angle is going to be pretty impossible to see what I'm doing, I think. So if you want to learn how to do a French fishtail, I definitely recommend looking up one of the billion videos about it. Okay, I'm going to take the last section of the French part of the fishtail, a regular fishtail, the rest of the way down. Mine's looking kind of more like a regular braid because I'm taking kind of big sections, taking that front piece out. So right now we just have these two sections out and then the rest back. Halfway through my ponytail, I'm gonna do one of these things where it's just kind of floppy and weird looking. We're gonna start by just taking little pieces of it, kind of twisting it as I go, and then pinning. You should just kind of feel a mass of hair that's pinned everywhere. Once you feel like something floppy and loose, you can kind of just try to find a place that it's easily going to tuck into, and then just pin that. I like to just bobby pin next to the knot to make sure that it's going to be concealed. So now we're going to incorporate this braid. What we're going to do is just gently place it over the ear, and just like I put a bobby pin on this side just for, you know, my ease of mind, I'm going to do the same thing with the braid on this side. Okay, so that braid is sitting securely over my ear. I feel safe. I feel like my ear's not going anywhere. So I'm going to pin the tail of the braid at the very bottom of my bun. I hope you guys can see that. Then we have this cute little rat tail here. I'm literally just going to kind of curl this in my finger. You can kind of see it right in here. I am seeing this like loop right here that I definitely want to pin down. Then having just this little piece of like bang out, totally optional, of course. I just feel kind of like bald if I have all of my hair up. So for this hairstyle, I'm going to go ahead and part my hair right down the middle, which I typically don't do just because I don't love the middle part on myself, but I think it's pretty necessary for hairstyles like this. And I also don't really do it because of this cowlick that I have. It makes this side very volumized and this side very not. We're just going to work with it though. I'm going to leave these front two sections out, like my fringe section, and then I'm just going to take the very top layer of this side and start French Dutch braiding down, avoiding that front piece. And I am kind of doing it almost straight down because I want the piece when I get down here to be able to hold my ear without any tie tricks or anything. So we're gonna take this piece right in front of my ear, except I am gonna leave just like a tiny bit out, about there. And we're going to make sure it's really tight so that it does hold down our ear. This is when you can kind of start moving the braid towards the back of your head. When it gets to this bottom section, I just take all of this. We're just going to do the same exact thing on the other side, and then I will show you guys the next step. Go ahead and take both of your hair ties out. You can twist it once to tighten it back up, and then we're just going to combine the braids to make them a ponytail in the back. So I'm going to twist it and combine it. After I tie them together in the back, I'm going to go ahead and just pull the braids apart a little bit, make it looser. If you have your sides kind of poofing out a little bit, it's going to make it a little bit less obvious should your ear accidentally pop out or anything. I'm feeling a little bit of looseness right here underneath. I'm gonna go ahead and bobby pin that down. I'm gonna put a bobby pin on this side as well. This very last hairstyle is for the people that have requested a high messy bun look for big ears. Unfortunately, other than like the tricks that I already know that I used in like my high ponytail video forever ago now, that's pretty much the only way I figured out how to, you know, swoop your hair in a way of being able to put it high enough to do like a high ponytail or a high messy bun. So if you're looking to do like a high messy bun, then go ahead and watch the high ponytail video, and that should hopefully give you an idea of how to accomplish a high messy bun. The most foolproof and easy way that I know how to do it is with a headband. It's literally the easiest thing ever because you don't have to worry about your ears. Gather all my hair, do a really high ponytail basically on the top of my head, pull some pieces down just to have a little bit of face framing, like a little something something, and then I'm just going to really loosely twist this. I don't want it to be like tightly twisted or anything. Then I'm just going to wrap it around itself, trying to secure all the loose ends with this hair tie, and then pulling it apart to make it nice and messy. If it gets a little bit too messy, like it starts to fall apart, no big deal. Honestly, I love using bobby pins. I'll take this just like weird bulge up here and just take part of that and pull it down so that it's not just like dangling there around the perimeter of my bun just a little bit. You can see I stuck one right there. My favorite way to do high messy buns is by just doing it normally, making myself feel like a normal person for once, and then throwing a headband on because I'm not. I got this really cute one from Ross the other day. I love it because it's really wide. When you bunch it up, it's gonna have that cute, like bunched up, wrinkly feel. What I'm gonna do is just very carefully go over my bun, place it on my forehead, just kind of let it rest on the nape of your neck. Put it over your ears, of course. Wrinkle it up if that's how you like them. But you can also wear it kind of pulled out. I still like to bunch it a little bit. So this is an easy way to get away with pretty much any hairstyle you could want, because you can just throw a headband on. We do what we gotta do. This messy button's just not messy enough for me. We're just gonna... There we go. So this is the very last hairstyle. I'm so sorry I couldn't actually do just the messy bun without a headband, but like I said, without that like tie trick that I've shown you guys several times, I can't really think of another way that it's possible. Maybe it'll come to me someday. If it does, I will be sure to let you guys know, and I might just dedicate a whole video to it because that will be a great day. Alright, my fellow Dumbos, that's all the hairstyles I have for you today. I hope you enjoy them and I hope they work for you. Definitely let me know if you recreate them, what one's your favorite, all that good stuff in the comments down below. I love, love, love hearing from you guys. If you guys have any additional hairstyle ideas for me in the future, definitely let me know because it's kind of hard to think of them. Go ahead and find my Pinterest and all that stuff down below in the description box as usual. You can contact me on any of the platforms that I list below and I will totally get back to you. Something I want you guys all to walk away from after watching this video is that you really don't have to cover your ears, honestly. If you have the confidence to just rock them and rock yourself the way that you were born, the way that you are, then totally don't feel obligated to do these hairstyles just because I'm posting videos on how to hide big ears. I do make these videos for people that request them, but I'm not at all like endorsing hiding big ears because it's 2018, like we need to be embracing these things about ourselves and we need to be normalizing this. I always have like a inner struggle when I do post these kind of videos because I'm not really trying to promote that we should hide them. I'm just trying to give ideas to people that aren't necessarily comfortable yet showing them. So that's all for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you really soon in the next one. Bye guys! And then having just if it starts to like fall apart, the more even, the more better. That is not English. It makes no worries for the rest of your days.